G'day my friends, welcome to the crazy ass Newfie channel. Actually what I wanted to ask you is different questions, like do you like having poor people? Do you like having hospitals closed? Do you like having more hours of waiting in the hospitals and waiting in the doctor's office to be allowed to see them? Do you like paying way more than the mortgage was years ago? As a matter of fact, these poor people are coming along and spending 6-10 times the same amount for the same crappy home that all they did was put a facelift on. It's still getting older and older, you know, the structure. Do you like paying more for your educations to be able to really fairly get into a level of education that would help you move forward? Do you like paying huge proportions way beyond what people used to pay years ago? Do you like the deficit? Do you like the fact that we've already paid $2 trillion, yes, I say $2 trillion is closer to it if you add all the provincial, to the bankers cartel? Do you want to stop any of this? Do you even give a fucking care of the changes that need to be placed? Do you not even see what's going on in front of your own eyes? No, you don't. Nobody does. Because it's all been a media blackout. The media has blacked this information out for at least 4 or 5 years. There are some gentlemen who are on the cusp. They've actually moved it up to the federal court because they've done everything they can. And when I say they, I mean the banking cartel, the banking systems. The people they have in charge, the political avenues that puts the halt in the Stephen Harper and makes it difficult, and all of these things, they all have a point of reference, a place of beginning. Look to the money. Follow the money. Just back in the 70s, we were control of our own money. The Bank of Canada owned by the people. It was at one time a private institute, but we created the Bank Act. That changed everything. Literally, small smidgens of interest to pay back. This ridiculous trillions of dollars in debt is your fault. All of your fucking fault, my fault, everybody's fault. But it becomes even more your fault when you do learn that this is a truth that can be changed. That we need to step forward. Do you like being poor? Do you like paying shitloads, like fucking showing a little house in Vancouver for $2 million or $1 million? A dinky little 2-bedroom fucking old piece of shit from 1970s house. Give me a fucking break. The costs are going higher. Everything is getting more difficult. The hospitals have been closed left, right, and center, so our lineups for now waiting is ridiculously long. To a point where people are dying in the waiting rooms. Do you like the poverty? Do you like the fact that there are middle class people who make close to $50,000 a year and having difficulty making ends meet? How is this possible? No, we're not going to say that they're living above their means, okay? That is bullshit. We're living in a place where people are paying, in Vancouver, for example, Ontario, $1 million for a shit crap home. A home that was worth $5,000, $10,000, 20 years ago. The cost just keeps going up. And if you keep looking and pointing fingers and blaming each other and blaming everybody, the only thing you have to blame is get control of your money tool. If you want to be free again, as a Canadian, you have to get control of the money tool. The banker cartel, they ripped us off years ago, and it's like nobody has a clue. But as that information changes, it becomes our responsibility to step forward and make change. There is a thing called COMER, C-O-M-E-R, Committee on Monetary and Economic Reform. They've actually have appeal to start a court date, a federal court, to try to gain control back for the Bank of Canada, for the people. But they're 2 people alone. The media is fucking blacking it out, and nobody seems to give a shit. We're all looking everywhere. Let's make changes. We gotta fix this, fix that. You fucking have to fix the money tool, or we're gonna be in a fucking shitload of problems years down the road. It's not getting any better. It's a fucking fiscal cliff. I don't know how much else I can fucking point out to you. The information's out there. Go find out. Make it your responsibility. The change is necessary. Once you gain that knowledge and understand, it becomes your responsibility. You need to step forward, people. I don't have any answers anymore. I'm just shouting like a ranting, raving lunatic. But if I can get enough people's voices, minds put together, maybe we can come up with a solution. Maybe we can push the media ourselves, get everybody to hear about the Comer, the Committee on Monetary Economic Reform. We just want our Bank of Canada back. We don't want to be slaves for the rest of our lives. $2 trillion already paid just in interest. We're not even counting the fucking deficit. And if you want to look to it, is it possible? Look to places like Iceland. 4 years after, when they took control of their money tool, which they almost tried to put their president in jail, charged and arrest many people, they were more stable 4 years afterwards than prior to all the fiasco of 2008, the complete collapse, the bailout of all the banks. So these people took actions in their own hand, and they made it happen, stating that they don't even have a deficit. They paid their deficit off. Why? They're not the only one. There are 2 countries like that in this world. How about we become a third? How about we grab ourselves back and we get control of ourselves again? The infrastructure that's created, the hospitals that are put forward, everything that's been done for the sake of, because we owned our own money tool. We created and controlled our own money tool instead of these fucking asshole pricks that have put us in debt. Your grandchildren, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, all of the fucking future of the children have shit to look forward to because it's getting worse. What point do you want to wait until the money is so watered down it costs $20 for a dozen eggs? And yes, that happens all the fucking time, and it's happening now. It's like the fucking boiling the frog experiment. Nobody even sees it happening until it's too late. Please, for the love of fucking God, I don't know what else to say. I know I'm ranting. I'll try to educate, but nobody fucking picks up on this. You're a bunch of lazy cocks that can get off your fucking ass and please help. Please help share this knowledge. Talk about the Comer. Talk about the Bank of Canada. Talk about the control of us getting our money back in our hands. This is wrong, and it's so much more wrong because people are learning this and then they go back to their fucking games. They go back to their stupid shows. They fucking turn their brains off from the entertainment value. How far down in the fucking hole do you want to go? Please, people, I don't have any more answers than you. I'm just one voice, but I can't do it alone. And I don't know how else to fucking take it to the next level. I don't. So if you have some idea, please speak up. I'm here. I'll listen. Fucking try something, anything. This is ridiculous, but we need to support this Committee on Monetary and Economic Reform. We need to bring this words out to each other because the media won't do it. They won't. They're bought and paid for. Thank you very much. Bless you and all those your heart touches.